Do you think it will help people understand and appreciate more critical race theory?
That's a good question, and I don't know the answer to it. Again, like, it's a very good question. I don't have enough reactions from people yet to totally know.
I really feel that Black audiences of color, would take a lot from this film, because there's a number of people of color that don't understand the game. I've had many people say, oh, just pull your stuff up by your bootstraps. They don't understand that this is intentional. And that's why I thought it has a very broad audience, because to hear certain politicians basically confess their views was just really, really, that was very provocative to me. And it was fact-checked, you know, because they were saying it.
Thank you for saying that, because I think that's one of the things that we were really trying to do with the film was, you know, you can always have a he said, she said argument about, well, wait, did they really say that? But we had a team of archivists who I cannot speak highly enough of, who went through like 40 years of archives from everything imaginable and pulled really like clear primary source, let's call them smoking gun clips, that just kind of showed people showing their cards. And then we interviewed people who were surprisingly candid with us and just said, yeah, we do this, or yeah, here's why, or this, you know, this matters to us and doesn't. So it's not really a film where you can, when you watch it, walk through and say, wait, they're kind of like making, you know, smoke and mirroring this. It's people just who are doing it coming out and saying point blank what they've done.
You know, the idea that some folks don't get that this is systemic. Maybe we can help.
I would love for more people to see it.
When you set out to create the film, did you think to yourself, I have a vision? This is what I envision this film being able to do? Or did you just, as you know, you said, like maybe a journalist, you're presenting facts? So was it more than that? Like in your wildest dreams, if you stood up to receive an award and they said, this film did X, and this is why you're getting this award, what would that X be?
When we started this film, I think the original idea that, at least in my conception of it, was, you know, you think about the Wizard of Oz and Toto pulls the wizard's thing off, right? And that was kind of the idea, is like there's a lot of conversations about, you know, white privilege in American society, about race in American society, especially in the summer of 2020. It was like, well, can we get people to kind of speak with us, you know, candidly? And I'm not saying that was the whole film, but it really, it was like pulling the thread. You know, we did not go in with a preconceived notion of how it was going to come out. We did our research. There's a lot of, you know, decades of documentation on a lot of, you know, the strategies that are in place. And then we just started talking to people. And then I think one of the most surprising things was just how candid, you know, for all of the talk about, you know, politicians not being truthful, we had some political operatives and politicians who were
that just said it, right?
eye-droppingly honest or transparent about what they were doing that I would not have expected. And, you know,
Maybe would not have expected.
On camera.
On camera.
And pre-2016, a lot has changed. People now say what they feel, and
well, this was even going beyond that,
say.
Before that.
No. My point is the conversations had where people were being so direct, telling you, yes, this is what I thought, this is what I believe, this is what I did. It's more, it seems like it's society is saying, that's okay. You want to be racist, be racist. You want to be misogynist, be a misogynist. And so
they're also saying you need a little help, we'll help you.
Lean into your dark side.